Hello everyone, so thank you for signing up for the gap analysis tool. What I'm showing here is when you sign up and you create your SharpCloud username and password, you'll be taken to the SharpCloud dashboard. When you arrive, you will come on to My SharpCloud and you'll see Newsfeed, which will probably be empty for you if it's the first time that you're using SharpCloud. And what I've done with you is I'll share 3 stories, one of which is the gap analysis template, I've called it. To access that, you go to the stories here. I have a lot of stories and I've just got it filtered here by putting gap. You can see it there. And when I click on it, which is what I want you to do, that will open up the story. And you notice now when we opened up, we have this window open here. To go back to the home page, the dashboard, you just click up on the top left there. And if I want to go back to the story, there you go. So what we've got is our good, average and poor. Again, you can change these on your left hand side. These is what we call the categories. What I've done in here is just very quickly put in a gap analysis definition. The next one is how to do a gap analysis. And this video that you're watching will be in the video panel here, and you just click on that and you can watch that. The other bit is to configure your gap analysis, and the way that we would do that is doing it online. You just need to contact me either on the email address there, or you can go to the contact Roalto, where you just click on that link there like so, and it will open up. When you do that, just select SharpCloud visualization and put your message to say about your gap analysis, leave your details, and I'll come back to you and we can do the online gap analysis workshop with you. So what I've done here is I've just shown a few more examples. This one is just showing the list, and as you can see, I'm just clicking on this panel all the time. So when you click on something, it opens up for you. You can then go and have a look to see what the other panels are saying. So here in the gap analysis definition, I've listed a few examples. I've used this from Wikipedia on that part of it. If you want to go to the Wikipedia link, you would just click on this link over here. If you want to write any comments in, you can do this. You just do a test like so, and what that does, it puts your name with a time and date stamp. You can also use the voting up here when you're going through your gap analysis, and I'll show you that in a moment. So you can click out onto any black space, will bring you back to the current view that you're on, which is this list view, or you can, when you do click on an item, you can also use the exit current view. And you click on that, it brings you back again. So let's have a look at one of the I've just done one of the gap analysis. I've just put an example of a product gap. So you might have a product and we're doing it by demographics. These are what we call attributes down here, and you can see I've used a standard bachelor stage, newly married, all the way up to empty nest, solitary survivor, and solitary survivor retired. So there's different gaps here, and you could do a gap as to where your product sits within those demographics, for example. Again, you need to understand more about putting some criteria, and you can do that within your items, and I can show you how to do that. Here's another example. Again, I've used the, in this instance, I've used the BS 11000 collaboration stages. It's really looking at your processes of how your business organization collaborates, and what's the gap. So if you were to look in awareness, and we just click on it, for example, and it opens up. What you could have is the criteria for that. So in here, and it doesn't matter what it is that your process that you're doing, but you would list in here what the requirements are, so you can make a decision on the gap. What you can also do is when you make your decision and you look at the requirement or the specification or the benchmark that you're comparing against, you can link or upload your documents to the resource panel, which is this one here, and that provides a body of evidence to support your analysis, and then other people can see that also. And you do that by just simply clicking on whether you want to add a link, which could be to a SharePoint URL or to another website, any of these forms of documents, PDFs, videos, or another SharpCloud story. Very simple. You just click on it, and that just brings you select a URL, file, existing or related story. Once you select a file, for example, you put a name, description, you go to upload, it brings you to your desktop, and then you can actually upload that and put a tag against it if you want to, so you can easily find it and add it to the resource. Again, I'll show you that once we do your online. Again, when you're doing your assessments, as I've said here, you can write comments to qualify your assessments in the comments panel that I showed you just earlier, and you can use the like and dislike voting buttons. So you might have done the gap analysis, or you might send it out to everybody to say, what do you think? Do you think we're doing well, yes or no? And they can write yes as a like and put a comment into it, or no, a dislike, and write a comment as to why. And that's a very quick and easy way to get an understanding of where you are on your processes and your gaps for that matter. Okay, once you've done that, the other thing you can then do is you can create a timeline action plan to show you how you're going to remediate your gap. And here's another view of those items. We've done your gap analysis, and you can see the timeline. And once you've remediated or you fixed the process, you can then simply move these up into there, and now you can see it goes to green. So it's a very simple and visual way to do your gap analysis. So like I said, please just let me know by contacting me. You can do that by contacting me on this following email. I'll just open that up again for you. So here, or on the contact Rialto. Hopefully that's helpful for you, and I look forward to speaking to you. Thanks. Bye.